Yeah.
Damonte,
What's up?
welcome to VCTV.
Thank you, man. Nice to be here, dog.
Yeah, for sure, man. Let me explain to you what the platform is first. I started this platform to highlight entrepreneurs, musicians, business people, really just career fields of interest to me. I want to highlight people that I like and give people on the outside inspiration and a blueprint as to how to accomplish whatever they want to accomplish in various career fields or whatnot. So that's why I started it. So let me explain. Let me explain how I got on your or you got on my radar.
Okay.
So I'm scrolling through Twitter, on some normal everyday stuff, and I see. I want to say it was Joe Budden. Yeah, Joe Budden. He had he said, "Oh man, we got to cancel R. Kelly. Like no more Steppa Name of Love."
Yeah.
So I go in the comments because the comments be funny, and the first thing I see is Damonte together. You said mine is better. I'm thinking, okay, this guy must have remixed Step in the Name of Love.
A little or something.
I said, he must have remixed it. So I click on it and I'm listening. I'm like, I said, another one got me. But I was like, this is straight. This is straight. This is straight. So I said, all right, let me go to his page. Let me go to Linktree, Apple Music. I played the song together. And I was like, this is fire. So I said, let me see what else. Let me go on the album. This is called 1018, right?
Yeah.
Let me go on the album, 1018. And then we get to some more Jones that I like. We're going to get to that later, though.
Okay.
Later. All right, so your name, Damonte. Is that your real name?
No, that's my middle name. But it's a part of there, but my real name, yeah. I just love Damonte because my real name is really hard to pronounce. So everybody started calling me Monte and big facts. So it's Damonte. Yep. Okay.
So is that the whole reason behind it? Like just because your first name is too hard to pronounce? Like why didn't you go?
As a kid, I sung gospel as a kid. Quartet. I was raised like 3 years old. My mom sung, my grandma, my granddad, and I used to call me Monte, like Tay Monte, and I never felt like my first name would be an artist name. So I was like, okay, what sound more like an artist? And I said Damonte. And then a lot of people like, is Damonte or Damonte? I said, okay, that's something they're gonna catch you. They're gonna have you asking a question about my name. So I'm gonna keep going. So that's why I kept Damonte because it was different, and I never really just heard an artist, to sound like that, so name like that.
Okay. Does it bother you that some people say Damonte or like instead of saying Damonte? Is that something you worry about going forward?
Yeah. Sometimes I do because it kind of get like, sometimes I'll purposely say my name in the song, but you don't know how to pronounce it. So people still say Damonte anyway. But I feel like it gives engagement because a name, any part of engagement I love. So if you just say it wrong and you like, is it Damonte? Like how you did, is it Damonte or Damonte? That's a conversation that itself. So, and it opens a whole other door to something else. So I love it. It don't bother me because I feel like people said Bonounce say name wrong and they would say Bonounce and stuff like that. Her name was really not normal and they got it right now. Higher you go up. So Ariana, you know what I mean?
Hey, look, Jacquez, Jacquez.
Yeah, like
who knows?
How you start to get it right.
Okay. How old are you?
I'm 25.
25, same age as me.
Right. Man, I just turned the big 25, dog.
Me too. I turned 25 in March.
Birthday?
In March 25th.
March? You Pisces?
No, Aries.
March what?
25th.
Man, we right behind each other. You 5 days after me. I'm the last of Pisces. I'm March 20th.
I'm about to say you not Aries? Okay.
I'm the last day. I barely made it in there, dog. Yeah, I'm March 20th.
Okay.
Yeah, you got a legendary birthday. You nice then. You need a nice. Okay, I know we cool, dog. I'm not connected with you. Okay.
Hey, look, we here.
Yeah, we here, dog.
All right, so I know where you from, but tell us where you from.
I'm from Brookhaven, Mississippi. It's a little town in Mississippi. A lot of people don't know, but the guy that started MTV is from here. He graduated from Mississippi in Brookhaven. And so it's a little small town. It's really nice. It's really like very known for like a retirement time when people come and retire.
Okay.
So I'm from the SIP, Mississippi. So that people be think I'm a little country. So that's why I be like, I'm from the SIP.
Okay. Okay. All right. So this is not a planned question, but you know, being from a retirement town and you trying to make music, you know, make it big, is there gonna come a time where you say, all right, you know, my time is up here?
Man, as soon as I get a ticket, I'm gone. I'm not lying. I love my state. I love my state.
Yeah.
But it's like there's not a lot of opportunity in the whole state as a whole, especially for when it comes to singers, rappers, you know, a little bit different. But when it comes to a singer, it's really hard to get your foot wet in this state because, like you said, a lot of opportunities here. So yes, I plan to move because I want to expand my artistry in different ways. So yeah.
Okay. Tell me, what is your earliest memory in life, you know, as it relates to music?
Earliest memory in life, like as a kid?
Yeah, like as a kid, like when was your first time like either seeing something on TV about music, hearing something, you were like, oh, this is like nice, or like what's your first memory of music, period?
Okay. I remember as a kid, I love the greats. I always believe in studying the greats to be great. Like I love your Michaels, your Prince, your Tinas, your Whitneys. I'm a Beyonce fan, so I love Beyonce. Like I love greats. I love people that, you know, do things, performers, also artists. So as a kid, what I used to do is I used to make like I'm releasing an album. So I would record, you know, like the old computers with the old like the screen, the windows back in the day, where they have the speaker and mic things. So my had this tape recorder and it had like the little mic thing too. So what I would do is I would record on the thing and then record the computer to the tape, and it make like almost like an album. As a kid, out of what I was singing, I was just making up stuff. But as long as it sounded good, I made little CDs like Monte this, that. And I always just like performed it and song. It would be like hours in my room just recording and singing as like 5 or 6 or 7. Just so yeah, that's part of what I always remember. And just singing, singing with my family and really just them teaching me everything. So
At what point did you realize like that you actually had some skill, that you were actually good at singing?
It would have to be when I was like 8 or 7, or like around age, because I was singing at church and with my mom and that group and things, and the ladies, the old at the time, the old women, they was very sweet. They would just give me money, like, baby, you did so good. Here go $1. Or here go $2.
Not them giving you money.
I'm like, well, no. If it's a kid, I'm getting paid for just not even trying to sing, but just give it as a blessing. But I was like, oh, I must be good.
Yeah, and like I keep it going.
Yeah, and I seen how people just reacted to my voice, and I always been told I have a beautiful voice. So I guess that's how I knew.
Okay, you know, I'm a big gospel fan myself. You know, I always, of course, I always, you know, my pops, my mom, my grandparents. You know, I grew up in the church on and off, but you know, I always said the best singers are in gospel. So like, who are some of your favorite singers in gospel? Because growing up in the church, I know you got to listen to gospel music.
Yes, but with me, I'm a little different when it comes to gospel music. I'm now, as I got older, I got into more contemporary and more praise and worship. But as growing up, I was straight quartet because that's what I grew up with my family around. I was straight quartet.
All right, what is quartet for people who don't know?
Like your Lee Williams, your Cannon Spirituals, like your Clark Sisters, like a group or something like that. That's what I like. I love the background, the harmonies, the leads. So that's something that I always like. So growing up with me, I listened to a lot of groups like Lee Williams and people like that, are like underground groups, like people that haven't like not big, but making music and things and trying to get there in the gospel world. But I love Leandria. I love Karen. I love it's a bunch of. I just take a piece of everybody. what was my boy name? He played a guitar. He sang with India Ari sometimes. You know what I'm talking about? Oh man, he got amazing vocals. But him, I love choirs like Kurt Carr, and like it's different people I just love in gospel. Shirley Caesars, of course. Like I love my olds and my news. So
okay, all right. Is there one moment in life, like in particular early on, where you was like, damn, like that was the moment I fell in love with R&B? God know mine. I'm an R&B head.
You tell me yours. I want to get an example. Tell me yours.
All right. So I'm gonna tell you. All right. So I can't remember what age exactly, or like what age, but I think I might have been middle school. And every morning I'll watch MTV Jams on cable TV as I'm getting ready for school. And Neo's "When You're Mad" had just dropped. The video had just dropped, and I heard it for the first time, and it was something I just never heard before. Like with the video and the visual and the story, like it was in my head all day. I would wake up just to watch that video, and that was the moment. Like, you know, Neo, "When You're Mad," like it made me feel something different.
Yeah,
like I'm a kid. I don't know nothing about love, sex, none of that. Or even what he was talking about, like when you're mad, you know, you look so sexy when you're mad. I don't know what the hell that means, kid, but it made me feel a type of way. And I was like, yo, this R&B is nice. Like, this is nice. And that was the moment. I was hooked ever since.
Neo changed your life ever, huh, dog?
Yeah, man. Yeah. Crazy.
That's a hard one, man. That's a question I ain't never heard before. A moment that changed. Okay.
We can circle back to it if you need more time to think.
I want to answer it, but moment that happened in R&B that I love. I'm a performer. I love performing. I love to see aesthetic of shows. I love when people do shows. It would have to be when I seen like artists like Bobby Brown and like artists like Chris Brown, Trey Songz, like all your male artists that made me like appreciate how they carried, like it was a persona around them, even when they got on stage. And when I see how they perform and how they connect with their audience, that's what made me really love R&B and made me really just also love R&B because of the story that it brings and whatever, and whatever age, like you said, you were 70 and you were like, you felt something. And R&B to me is supposed to feel something. It's supposed to tell a story. It's supposed to make you feel some type of way. And I feel like when they was performing with their audiences and different artists, like many people perform with their artists, they was connecting to them and they was loving them because of the music they said, even if they didn't know their personal life. Now it's a little different, but back in the day when you had personal life and things like that, all you had was the music and the story that was behind the music, and that's why I fell in love with R&B.
Okay, all right. Who were and who are currently some of your biggest influences? You know, when it comes to R&B, like not necessarily like who you listen to and try to pattern your music off of, but who you listen to and you're impressed by it. Back then and then currently.
Back then, I was impressed with. I know he's not R&B, but
who?
It's different things I pull from artists. Back then, I'm a big Usher fan. Usher is like my favorite male artist of all time.
Real quick, I want to cut you off. I was just having this discussion with somebody on Twitter yesterday. Which is the better album, 8701 or Confessions?
Confessions.
Easy. Okay, cool. We can move on.
Yeah, Confessions better. I love now. It has some vibes. I love thinking wanna leave, don't wanna leave.
8701. Hey, look, 8701 got them 3 nuclear bombs. It got that You Remind Me Of. Remind Me. It got You Make Me Wanna. They got and they got You Don't Gotta Call.
That's on. Oh,
That's on 8701. Let me make sure. But it's on.
you ain't got the car. It is. I'll be all right. Oh, and there's another one on there too. There's another one on there too. I can't think of what it's. He
Well, I said nuclear bombs. I mean, like those are like the timeless.
Oh yeah, they gonna always be.
Yeah. So
oh yeah.
that album got 3 of those, but Confessions as a total
Confession
album
is
better.
Yeah. As a body of work, the way it was packaged, the way it was put out, the way it's rolled out. Yeah, it definitely beat 8701. But yeah, I love Paz. I love R. Kelly. I think R. Kelly, when I did a lot of studying for 1018, I wasn't a 90s person. Like I didn't listen to no 90s music. I didn't know nothing about 90s artists. Oh no, I had to study. I had to study, dog. Because when I was growing up around 90s time, I was in the gospel music. So it wasn't something that I was listening to in that way. But and my parents didn't play a lot of the 90s. They played Aretha's, your Al's. They play like the people back. So I had my old parents. So like I learned about R. Kelly, really their artistry. Now, I know they music, but their artistry is a package. Yeah. So I can say R. Kelly, Usher, Bobby, New. I currently listen to. I love Beyonce of the Dell. I love Jasmine.
You say
Beyonce.
Oh, Beyonce.
Yeah, I love Beyonce of all times. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she gonna be up there. I love Jasmine. I love Lucky. I love Brent Fayez. I love it's everybody. It's just a mixing pot. So whoever I feel that day is what I'm rocking with.
Okay, yo, Lucky Day just dropped a hell of an album.
I gotta listen to it.
Oh,
but I'm gonna tell you, man, I try not to listen to too many artists around the time I'm making music because I don't want to get too influenced by their music.
You know what?
And I follow. That's the only thing. You know, I don't want to like, oh, I got that from him. No, I want to keep my mind on my artistry. But I love what I have heard though. I have listened.
My God, it's a great album.
It is.
Yeah, it's perfect for Hawaii. I tell you that.
It's a vibe, man.
It's that roll the window down. You might be on the beach, you know, sipping something out of a coconut. It's like that. It's like that. It's like
I like that. But yeah, I love everybody. Like it's just it has to be Jay Howell or have you ever heard Jay Howell before? He underground. You ever heard Jay Howell?
No, I haven't. I'm gonna check him out after this though. I'm gonna check him out.
Yeah, you gonna like him. It's like I love underground singers too, like the people that's coming up. Like I listen to a lot of underground artists, like Raheem and
Raheem Devon.
Huh?
I said Raheem Devon.
He got a song called "Fed Up."
Oh no! You talking about just plain Raheem? Yes, "Fed Up," Peak. Yeah.
Yeah, I like him. I love, like I said, I can listen to a bunch of artists. I just love the inspiration behind them, you know.
Okay. So it's my last song before we get to some records. So who is your king of R&B?
Ooh.
Now I know it's different generations and all that, but I don't want
my king to be that. Well, it's not hard, but I just have to do some facts. My king is how to be Usher.
Oh, okay.
Gotta be Usher. Why I say that because Usher came out in the early 90s.
Yeah.
And when you have an artist that can be longevity that long compared to the early 90s to now, I feel like if Usher make a song right now and it pop, he still pop. Like he can come and make a song now and it still do. You can't really do that with a lot of artists from the early 90s. You don't have that many artists that can do that now. So I have to say Usher. I have to, right at this moment, Usher. Yeah, that's a hard one.
That's actually mine too. That's mine too.
For real?
Yeah.
Like I love Genuine and I love all the rest of them, but I can't. But I have to. They artistry. Usher got this one.
Yeah. See, Usher, man, like he a unicorn, man. Like he can do the slow records.
Yeah.
fast records,
Yeah.
pop records.
Yes.
Like, and he'd been doing this since he was 13. So it's like, and his stage performance is,
and he sang live.
Yeah, a lot. See,
that's what I'm saying.
That really
sing live. Then I have to.
Bro, nothing makes me more annoyed than when I see a singer on stage and they sing it over top of their records. Now I get certain parts maybe,
yeah,
but when they just got the record playing in the background and they're just singing over top of it, it annoys me. It really does.
That's the new baby, the new generation. They do it a lot of that. Well, you have some old ones do it too, but they're almost a lip sync. But I love when an artist get on this, like you said, get on stage and actually sing and perform their stuff.
Yeah.
So
nothing's better than that. All right, man, let's get to some records.
Oh Lord, here now.
It's gonna be cool. All right, so this is my favorite record, so far since going through your catalog.
Okay,
it's "I Really Want You" on 1018. That is the
me
one.
And you. I know, man. Me and you.
that's the one. That's the one.
That's my baby, dog. That's my favorite record. I don't even say that. Yeah, I love that song. I love it. Thank you, dog. I appreciate it.
For sure. So explain that record to me, like who wrote it, who produced it, how did it come about?
Okay. One day I was in my dorm, not my dorm, my apartment. And that beat, I think I was going off YouTube, and at the time I was working on another project called Nomad. And it was like a hip hop project, like trap experiment type stuff. Mm-hmm. But I'm a person that I always lay my phone down. I have my computer and I just play beats and I record off my phone. And whatever like I catch and it sticks to me, I go back and work on it.
Okay.
So I had put the album out, album passed, blah, blah, blah. I was like, what do I want to do next? And that was the first song that started the whole project. That made me do the whole 90s thing and everything. I heard the song, I heard the beat, I was like, oh.
Where'd you get the beat?
And I was like, this beat. The beat was a YouTube beat. I can't even think of the dude name that at the time they got the beat. I think my team had to do something with him to get me to do the beat, so they knew him. But it was just there a lot of people had yours before. Like I know a couple songs that I had heard. They were like, I have heard that beat before, but me, I was my first time hearing it.
Yeah,
and I was like, okay, I love this song, and I was right now like, this sound like I thought about Jodeci.
Yeah.
And Art Kelly,
Drew Hill.
Yeah, like Cisco vibe. So I was like, okay, what's this? So I sung it. It was originally like that, and that's all I had recorded on the thing. Mm-hmm. And then I went back and just went back and written to it, and that's how I Really Want You came out. I just thought about 90s artists, and I wrote towards that and studied and know how they sung, what they did. I had to do a lot of like going back, like you said, the 90s, and really listening to like the artists, how they recorded, how they stack harmonies. I wanted it to sound so authentic to the 90s that you thought it came out there, but have a currentness to it. You know what I mean? So that was the first song. I'm glad, man. I'm glad you like that one, man. That's my baby. A lot of people like Together, but I Really Want You. It was like I said, I wrote it. It was beautiful. I even had to change the words because I think the second verse, I was like, I just want to put my pleasure all in your face. I was more explicit. I was like, I can't do that. I have to change how they sung it. So I had to go back and change words. I was going to say something. Yeah, I said.
I'm saying like that's not in the record. Like I thought that was.
Yeah, that's in the record.
Okay.
When I was saying something. I said penis and dick all in your face. And I was very explicit.
Oh, you was getting to it.
Like, I can't do that for this song. So everything to be like the 90s. So I'm glad you liked it, dog.
Okay. All right. So you wrote that song by yourself?
By myself.
That's impressive. Okay.
Thank you, dog. And produced it. And stacked them up.
That's impressive. That's impressive. I'm gonna tell you why I like it real quick. All right, so I first hear the beat is already like, all right, It just knocks. And then we start to sing, you know, like I start to feel something. I'm like, oh, this is nice, man. Like I start making the ugly face. You in there getting your shit off. I'm like, oh, this is crazy. And then as the song progresses, like the breakdown starts to happen, and you start to really, you know, do the '90s thing. Start doing the notes, the sings, the ad libs, and I'm like, oh, this is crazy. Like this is crazy. I think you should do more stuff like that. Because I've been going through your catalog, and you get close to it, or you get like in the rim, but you don't take it all the way there like you did with I Really Love You. I think you should do more stuff like that, or like around that rim.
Thank you, dog. I love that. Thank you, man. And like I said, thank you so much, man. I really do. I love 90s music and I love it. The only reason
you don't want to get a box.
I don't do too much of it because I love being an artist that don't stick in a box.
Yeah.
And I feel like if I do it a lot, they're gonna put me always in that box. And so that's the only reason, but I love it. And it's gonna be more, it's more 90s stuff covered, like sound and stuff like that. Okay. So you're gonna definitely hear it.
Have you has anybody ever, well, first, okay, so do you ever get like compared to artists?
Yes.
Like, so like who do you hear that you get compared to? Or should I just tell you who I think you sound like?
I already think I know who you finna say.
It's a compliment though. It really is. It's a compliment.
I think I know you. I got two people in my mind. I think you finna say it's gonna either be Genuine or Daryl Jones. I've been heard Daryl Jones or Cisco.
So
is that one of the people?
Okay, so Genuine.
Okay.
Especially on
name.
I Really Want You. And the one I Really Want You, you definitely sound like Cisco. This is going crazy, but I love Cisco. And then as far as the new generation goes, I think if this is a compliment, if Pretty Ricky, Jacquees, and Vito had all mashed into one.
You like Vito, man?
I like Vito.
I like Vito too.
Yeah, Vito made great music. His last album,
yeah, I like Vito.
Great music. You probably haven't heard it.
I kind of was a fan of Vito when he was used to do covers on YouTube. Okay. I used to love watching him on YouTube doing covers, and that's how I actually found Vito from covers. Yeah. But yeah, man, wow, you said Pretty Ricky. Okay. To my Pleasure P.
Yeah, Pleasure P. Because you got that tone.
That slide. Pretty Ricky and Pleasure. Who you say after Pretty Ricky? Jacquees. I get him too. Jacquees and Wells.
And Vito.
Yeah. That's not a bad combination because I feel like each one of them bring their own thing to make one monster.
Yeah, and your voice, you really know how to like use your voice. Like you change your voice through your records and through your album. Like you can sound completely different on one song and then sound different on like another song. Like it don't just. So like that's you got range.
Thank you. Oh, I appreciate it, man. I'm glad that man said I gotta write that one down, man. The Jock, Pleasure P, and my boy, I gotta write that down. Yeah. I hear Tory Lanez. I can see Tory. I mess with Tory too. I hear a lot of people because I feel like somebody have told me you are artists that I can almost sound like any artist if I wanted to, but I love to always shape shift. Like you said, I always like to sound different, and that's weird, but I just love just to push my artistry a lot, just to see how far I can go with it and what I like and what don't like,
Mm-hmm. So let's get two together.
All right.
Like the song that you was promoting on Twitter, the one that got I actually sent it to a friend, and the first thing they said was, "Is that an Aaliyah sample on it? I Care for You."
No, I love them. I love them. I love them. But no, it's not. It's not.
Okay.
It's not.
It's not.
But the funny thing, whoever you sit there to, they are smart people. That's why I based the song off of. I care for you.
Got you. Okay.
I did. When I heard I loved I Care for You, and at the time I don't think it was out on the Aaliyah. They didn't put it out yet when I was writing the song.
Yeah.
And I heard that. Ooh, ooh. And when I heard that, man, I was like, yeah. So it's that part right there that makes me like, and I wanted to pay homage to all the 90s artists, especially I'm a 97 baby. Like we both 97 baby. So every song that I'm very detailed. So every song that came out in that year, I try to pay homage to that song in a type of way for that. Because 1018, I don't want to get too far from you, but 1018 is nothing but my birthday time. That's when I was born. The time I was born.
I didn't even put it together. Okay.
That's the time I was born. So 1018, I wanted everything in 97 to sound like that project.
Okay. All right. Makes sense. Okay. A couple of honorable mentions on that 1018 that I like. I like Sex Playlist. That's crazy.
The interlude.
Yeah, the interlude.
Yeah.
I mean, damn, I said Sex Playlist. I meant to say Sex Interlude. My bad.
I knew what you mean, dog. You good, man.
Sex Interlude is crazy. And I just started listening to Official. Official is a good one too. Official is a good one. It's a good one.
Now, Official, out of that whole project, Official is the only one I did not write. Okay. Official, I wrote with it. I wrote some of it, but I had a talented writer that I had just met named Dion Pope. And he's older than me, so I wanted somebody that was kind of experienced the 90s, and somebody that also. So when I brought him to be out, like this sound like some Usher, different vibe type stuff, and I played it for him. He was like, "Okay, I got you." So he sent me the song how he wanted it, and yeah, I love Official too. They're my babies.
Is it like super important for you to write your own music, or do you like not mind getting help if somebody else got something better?
I don't mind. I love artistry, and I actually want more now for somebody to write for me more. That's weird now, but as I was a kid, I wrote all my projects, everything I wrote, everything on things I write it all, and I always wanted to tell. I haven't experienced everything, you know.
Right.
And sometimes people have amazing experiences or terrible experiences or, different experiences that I want to portray or convey through me, through song, or, just tell somebody's story through my eyes. I always love, because I feel like art, like music is a therapy thing. So a lot of times when people have different songs, especially with R&B, different songs, a lot of it be catchy, a lot of it be a vibey, but at the same time, it has a story. So I love to tell their story, especially if they don't want to, don't do that, but tell their story through me. So,
okay. How would you categorize the R&B music that you make? Or like you as an artist?
I feel like I am the mix between old and new. I feel like nowadays you have more new. It's more of a gap. You're gonna do this, or you gonna do this. And when it comes to male singers, just male singers, they do it, but then they don't. You know what I'm saying? They do a sample of it, of old vibes, and bring new vibes to it. But with me, I'm more of, I'm gonna sing like old vibes, but I'm gonna sing it on a new track, on a new current track, or I'm gonna get an old track and sing new ways on an old track. So it's more of the generation. I think I'm kind of like that gal that kind of going a bridge.
Okay.
So on bridge.
All right. Are you independent or are you signed?
I am currently with Gold Print Entertainment as my production and my management and everything they do with Damonte, and I love y'all.
Are they based out of Mississippi?
They based out of Mississippi. I'm actually their first artist.
Uh-huh.
And we have been both learning together, and no coincidence. We've been learning together and really been building from each other. And and really knowing what works for each one. And it's been a process. I've been with them now going on 2 years. 2 years. Just really just learning how to really survive and try to get a name for yourself in Mississippi. Because a lot of times it's crazy, but the 1018 project was dropped in 2020, I think.
Yeah, 2020.
Just not seeing it. So it's I'm glad, it's a good thing that my music can still catch and stay relevant, even though it's been a couple years ago. But that's one thing we've been learning as a team is to keep putting it out and keep marketing and keep doing what we have to do to get where we need to go. So.
Okay, now you signed a good deal. Now I don't want to, look up 2 years from now, and because a lot of artists as of late have been having a lot of label issues.
Yeah,
a lot of artists. So I just threw it out there. Hope you sound through.
Yeah. One thing about anybody that I work with personally, I want it to feel like family. And if we don't feel like family, and if we don't feel connected, I feel like you're not gonna give your all for me. Because I'm gonna give my all to you. And so we have to have connection. And one thing I can say with them, Derek, they let me do exactly what I want to do. If it was up to them, it'd probably be a hard other thing. But if I'm feeling it, they let me just do it. Like they just, okay, we gonna see what to do. And sometimes me learning like, okay, Monte, we can't do this. Or learning from them, different things, it helped me. So I hope that they shouldn't be the problem. They my brothers, so we have to fight.
Facts. All right, let's talk about your performances. So how do you get ready for a live show?
Gym, dog. I currently just left the gym at 10. I'm going back to the gym at 5. I do 2 a days. I'm currently starting this diet where no bread, no juice, it's only water. Trying to run and sing. I have an amazing trainer. I've been with him for going on 6 years now. Going off and off in school, coming back. And he runs this gym called The Body Shop. And when I go in there and do, basically, he whoops my ass every day.
That's a dope name of a gym too, Body Shop. That's dope.
Yeah, it's legendary. He's like, I go in there, he do his class with me, where it's basically, I always wanted to look like a football player, but they never play sports. Yeah. Like I ran track and stuff, but I always wanted to look like, swole, big, like football player. And what I do, he trains me like an athlete. And so when I be in there working out, I sing through every song.
You sing like out loud?
Yeah. They probably get tired.
I'm about to say, is the gym like packed or is it just you in there? Or
it could be packed in there with 10 people. I could be like 20 people. I don't care. I'm gonna sing. I every workout I'm gonna sing. I gotta sing through it because on stage you can't get tired. Yeah. You can't. You have to sing through notes. And a lot of the songs that I have are high, and so I have to make sure that my vocal and my breath support is gonna support those notes. Because if they don't support them, then they're not gonna come out the right way. Especially if I'm doing a lot of moving.
Okay.
So that's what I do. I'll box. I do a lot of boxing to get in shape. I think myself through my boxing, running miles, practicing shows. I put my shows together myself. I try to, from every small little detail, put this, do this. Markers, knowing where I want to stop it, like different thing to prepare for a show.
Yeah. So, you got a live band yet, or is it still just
I want a live band. I do, dog. And if I feel like I ever get one, I have many around here. You just have to connect the dots around here to know who. But I have did a performance yet with one, but it's real soon. I love my music. I do most like my show music and have everything cued and everything in one thing. Yeah. But that's what I'm trying to practice on is the band. I love a band. It brings extraness to it.
It does, man. It does. It does.
Man, I would say, and it also makes the artist feel not alone.
Yeah.
You got people around you that's also working towards the same goal, is to make a great show. So
right.
Yeah.
So what do you end your show with?
What I end my show with?
Yeah, like what
like
song?
song-wise?
Yeah, what song? Cause usually artists, they end their show on either their biggest song or they end it on something that's like, you know, like that's gonna cinematically end the song. I mean,
Okay.
in the show, you know.
In the past, what I did was I told stories about from my first song to my last song. So basically, the first song I ever put out is the last song I ever put out.
Okay.
And I mixed whatever journey I did in between those to make it get to that moment. But I mostly just do the last song I ever put out, and I feel like that's the journey telling me that we here, but we're not done. So
that makes
keep
sense.
moving forward.
Okay.
Yeah.
Question. I had a question. What was the question? Oh, are you a full-time artist, or do you have like a day job?
I have a day job. I do.
Okay.
I'm a teacher.
Oh, really? What you teach?
I teach everything. I can't even tell you what. It's really in entertainment industry studies. My degree is in entertainment, but I love helping kids with songwriting and with like even artistry, and like trying to help kids really discover themselves and really be themselves in a world that wants to be everybody else. So that's one of my biggest goals, right? Teaching kids like how to be themselves and do that.
Okay. All right. So going back to, you know, we talked about, you know, some of the kings of R&B and whatnot, you know, are you okay with separating your artist from their personal life? You know, because we have people like, you know, Chris Brown, you know, domestic violence, R. Kelly, we know what R. Kelly's been doing. Trey Songz has been accused of some wild stuff lately. Are you okay with separating the art from, you know, from the man? Or is it, if you're a piece of shit in life, I can't listen to your music?
I can't listen to you. I know, but well,
because I can separate it.
It's that little blurred line, because it be some people. Because when I fall in love with an artist, I fall in love with the artist. I fall in love not just the music they put out, because you can put out trash and still be a good artist.
Yeah. Can you put out trash and still be a good artist? You could be a good person.
I can never come with that did that recently.
Well, you know what? That trash sound good to somebody then.
Yeah. So you know what I'm saying? It's not I ain't gonna say it's trash, but you can put mediocre stuff out and still be a good artist. You don't have to put your all into it. So it be those, but I just love a person that like who like Chris Brown. I love Chris Brown. But the actions they don't tell you what Chris Brown did made me not like Chris Brown. And that made me not gonna say like him, but like some of his ways. And so like the things that they tell me that I see him do, it always kind of take me the joy away from my music, because I'm like, damn, this nigga doing this. And I can't listen to this song because he telling me one thing and he doing something else. So you have to actually walk what you say. So that's the thing, that line. If you don't do what you say in your own stuff, I can't listen to you, because you don't believe your own self.
So you was the R. Kelly.
I listen to R. Kelly to study. See what I'm saying? It's different, though.
You know what?
I just listen to him.
You know what? You're good. You're good. It's to study. Study.
Now, some of them, I'm not going to stop studying, y'all, because that's what makes me great. But
for sure.
On a regular day basis, I'm finna just, I love you, remind me of my cheek. I love that, but
man, R. Kelly got so many classics.
I said, dog, they got some like videos. R. Kelly was, I gotta say, male artist wise, his videos is unmatched. Every one of his videos.
Like
he put time and effort into his videos.
Yeah. For sure.
He did. So but I had to study for.
I said for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I can ask you something else. Can't remember.
That's a good question, dog. I like that one.
Yeah, man, cause like, okay, so like my favorite artist is Trey Songz. Like he's been my favorite since middle school. And
that's crazy.
He going through
hate Trey.
What?
He was too cocky for me. That's what see, that's why I'm saying, like, empty that line. He always was too cocky for me.
What R&B singer isn't cocky?
See, I'm a humble R&B singer.
What R&B singer ain't cocky?
You got a couple of them that ain't cocky, but I'm talking about like even his like
everyday life, huh?
Yeah, his not just his music, but his life. It was more like, yeah, nigga, I'm the shit, nigga. You can't tell me shit. I'm gonna be it. Like, you should be that way, but
that's part of why I like him.
For real?
Yeah. Yeah, like when I hear his music, like that's how I feel. I feel like, I'm just,
Now, music's another story. Like, I feel like that with music. Like, if his music feel like that and it's a mood that you're trying to portray, then yeah. But man, I like him now though. He humbled himself.
He got to. Shit, lawsuits start coming in.
Oh yeah. And sales went down, so you gotta humble yourself then. So yeah, dog. I like Trey Songz though. Like even when I couldn't stand, like even when I don't like his personality off, I still listen to his music. Like his album, what's the one? Animal and all them that came out, and
that was a Playboy.
I studied them.
Yeah, Tremaine.
I studied those. Yeah, I had to study those because it was legendary.
Have you heard his newest one?
The Circles. I heard Circles.
Man, you got to hear some joints on there. Man. I'm gonna sing some stuff.
Yeah, sing stuff out there because he's singing now. He's been singing, but he had went away from it a little bit. But he back singing now. Yeah. Cause I like Circles. Circles. Yeah.
If you like Circles, you can like some stuff on that new one too.
Okay.
Yeah. Big Steppa.
Yo.
Big Steppa. That's your newest single.
Yes, dog.
I like it. I listened to it probably like 7 times before.
Different from I Really Want You In Together.
Huh?
It's really different from I Really Want You In Together.
Yes. It's a different vibe. But it still gave me a good feeling. Like it gave me like a late night. We either heading to the spot or I may be having something at the crib. I got some joint around. It's good. It's just good energy. Like you singing and you doing some rapping on there.
Yeah.
Explain that record to me.
When I made Big Steppa, I was also doing like I Really Want You, but I ain't do I Really Want, but 1018. Big Steppa sounds when I heard the beat is this amazing beat maker. Now I knew this man. I do this one, but it's an amazing beat maker named Shy. I met him one day. He was a dude just popped in my EDM and said, "Man, I made a beat pack for you. Whatever you want, I give it to you." It's a beat pack. Man, that's where you look. I was like, dang, for real. I went through the beats and listened. I was like, oh my God. And it was heat. Like every beat, I could vibe with in a way. Yeah. And that was the first beat I ever recorded from him, the song. And when I played Big Steppa, it reminded me of 70s and 80s. And I was like, leave me the fuck. I don't know. I was like saying, leave me the fuck alone. Don't be calling my phone. I just started rhyming. And when that happened, oh my bad. When that happened, I started rhyming and I thought about 70s. So that's why when you see like pimps and what a 70 pimp would say and how they was taught, how they was trying to portray a word. And so like when I heard, I watched a lot of blaxploitation films. Like I have to go and study when I make songs because I really wanted to be authentic. So I went and watched a lot of stuff like Coffee and a lot of Pam Grier and a lot of like different black 70s movies that lived. And they do it like, you can control your bitch ass. And I heard that. And I was like, bitches want to swallow. And I was like, oh. So it made me think of 70s. So that's why I did the afro thing and made it look like a pimp. And
yeah,
I just love it. It was, to me, it was a song of me just talking junk. It wasn't really just this is gonna be like the best song of all times, but I feel like it was a swag behind it. Like, nigga, who raised you people? Like, I'm legendary. You know,
right.
leave me alone.
Who raised you people? Who say that? Who be saying
Well,
that?
I said who raised niggas, raised you. A lot of you bitches and a lot of you don't get it. I got a bag, I spend it. She got that. I'm in it. There's a lot of bleeps. Giving a 9 in the 5, tell it minute. Who gonna find a blank like me? I'll wait. It's gonna take you all day. So it was just like different stuff I just wrote, man. It was just one. I recorded it in one day and just put it out.
Okay. So this is a side note. So in Big Step, you did say you said something about, we said swallowing, right?
Yeah, swallow.
And sex interlude. You was talking about, you know, shorty slab on your knob. You better love some head, huh?
Boy, let me tell you, dog. But that go about it is, man. Even with the like the bitches want to swallow part, I'm not even talking about like that. I'm talking about liquor.
Oh, it's a double entendre. Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of more like a double entendre, but people think go straight. I want to see how people minds you. If you go straight to the nasty, then you nasty. But I was actually talking about swallowing liquor, like
okay, all right.
Like, cause the Big Steppers to me always people. When I named the Big Stepper, I thought about what the pimps used to do. They used to come in, they'll buy people drink, and they'll try to be like the money. If it ain't money, pussy, weed, don't you holler. Leave me alone. He telling the girl leave me alone. So he more of a Big Stepper. Like, I'm gonna pay you bitches want to swallow, so I got you. I'm a Big Stepper. So
are you a Big Stepper?
Sometimes. That's one part of me.
Okay, when you feel like it, huh?
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Yeah. So sometimes, yeah.
All right, man. So, what is next for Damonte? Like, is there a project coming, an album, EP?
I actually just came back to Puerto Rico. I left. I came back last week, 2 weeks ago, maybe last week ago. I went for my birthday, and I wanted to take me a birthday trip. I stayed a week, and what I did, I took my computer and I wrote. Like, it was like how Hawaii feel with the wind and the beach and the water and everything. And it gave me nice inspirations. I had scrapped the whole project I was going to draw on the 25th. On your birthday, I'm going to drop it on your birthday. And I scrapped it because I feel like it wasn't of quality that I liked it, and it wasn't something that I truly just felt good about. And so I went back into the lab, and a man prophesied to me on a live. I like to do lives and go and sing on people's lives and stuff like that. But I saw this man live, and he told me, he said, "You're gonna go back to all your music in March." This was like in December. So he was like, "You go back to all your music in March, and you're gonna go back and redo stuff, and you're gonna find out what you're missing in this and what you're doing in this." And I was like, okay, thank you about my business. And after a while in March, like the later in March, it's always in the back of my head, like, but I went back to all my stuff that I pre-recorded. I have like thousands of songs I already recorded, but I never dropped. Yeah. But I went back and listened to them and structured them and redid them. And so something's gonna be coming soon, like a project or a single. I don't know when, because I love projects, but projects cost money. And they cost, especially the way I want to do them. And so I said single probably would be the next thing, but I'm trying to really just, like, Big Stepper was something, it was Black History Month, Black people, afros, different things, pride, like different things were going on in Black history. So I wanted the Big Stepper to be more like a pay homage to like the pimps, pay homage to pimps, but pay homage to like the pimps in the 70s.
Hey, look, got my headline, yes.
Yes. No, but so what we elevated to. So it's definitely be a song soon. It's a lot more singing. It's a lot of 90s singing. That's why I said got something going on. It's a lot more 90 vibes. But it's just, you know, just knowing how to market in the right way to get in the right eyes like yourself. So I can't wait for you to see it, dog.
My man, I appreciate you stopping by. You know,
man, I appreciate you. Thank you for listening. Oh man, I really appreciate that.
I'm gonna continue to go through it too, cause I just stumbled across. I want to say it's called Lil Freak.
You already know, man.
Yeah. I'm starting to go back a little bit. Lil Freak is dope. Lil Freak is dope. So,
thank you. You know, that is my first album. It was I did it in college. And normally a person, when they do their first album, they'll do something that they're comfortable with. Mm-hmm. No, I didn't know how to rap at all. I didn't know none of that. I had to study rappers and do that and know what this is, how to say this, all right, what a double entendre was, or triple entendre. Like, I had to learn this stuff to do that album. And I named the album Man because it's nothing but Damonte backwards.
You said Damonte what?
It's backwards. It's what the album
name. Right. Yeah, because that's what the cover is. The cover is the definition of it.
So basically, everything that you expect of me is going to be in reverse.
Yeah.
So that's how I want the album to feel. And I did, so you like Lil Freak. You may love a couple on there. Like Honey Kills or No Company. You may like a couple of them on there. They're nice.
Okay. All right. Appreciate the time, man.
Oh man, thank you, dog. I appreciate you, man, for real, dog. And I hope that I really want to thank you for giving artists and entrepreneurs and everybody a platform for them to come in and tell their stories about their artistry and tell where they're being, man. That's a commitment on you. And you don't have many people like you, dog. So I really hope that this success from anything going forward be blessings towards you, dog. So I really appreciate you, man.
Oh man, I appreciate it. Hey, so let them know where they can find you on social media, YouTube, Apple Music, everything.
Okay, you find me at Damonte, Instagram, Damonte_official, TikTok, Damonte9999. 9 means Damonte. Twitter, YouTube, Damonte. Facebook, Damonte. So you just type in Damonte and you'll find me anywhere you need. So appreciate that.
And all the social media handles will be in the description below. So just follow all of them. You know, Damonte VCTV signing out.
Thank you for watching the Vibe Cultivator Network. For more clips, interviews, and original content, subscribe to the Vibe Cultivator Network on YouTube.
And for exclusive content, become a patron of the Vibe Cultivator Network, available on Patreon only.